Hey everybody, happy Aries full moon. I hope everyone's doing awesome today and had a really great Sunday. Coming at you live today with some ritual tips for the Aries full moon. So for anybody, hey Spiritual Root, mwah. For anybody that's not familiar with the Aries full moon, or with Aries, we obviously know that's the first sign of the zodiac, right? So we're looking at some fiery energies tonight, and I'm sure that you guys have been feeling it throughout the week. Might have had some fights that you didn't mean to get into, or some rage cries also could be something that you're experiencing. But it's all good. It's all good, and we're working on it together. So I'm really excited to see you guys here, and I'm gonna just get right into it. So tonight, we're looking at the Aries full moon. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, fiery, inspired, but we also know that Aries sometimes rough week at work. Yeah, I bet. I mean, I think there's a lot of tension going on, but we know that Aries is fiery and passionate, brings to life things. They start the zodiac off because they're the ones that have the passion and the human life force and drive to do things. They're a cardinal sign. They get things started. But sometimes Aries suffers from being the least knowledgeable, I guess, or at least wise of the zodiac. And when I say wise, I'm really not meaning to offend anybody. What I mean is like that Piscean, just knowing, almost clairsentient type of thing, knowing things of the universe. Aries will make a mistake and they learn it, but it's also doesn't, like a Pisces might be more restricted because they have so much wisdom of what can go wrong. Whereas an Aries, without that wisdom of what could go wrong, they are more likely to have the courage to do things and actually overcome it and change the outcome in their own destinies. So we're working with those energies today, changing our outcome, changing our destiny through our own human life force and just pure will to succeed. So it's really a magical moon. If you're trying to go in any different directions in life, if you're trying to heal anything, generational traumas, this is an excellent moon to work under. We'll be going over some ritual tips and some things you can do. As always, I highly recommend underneath the full moon, getting just a jar, filling it with some filtered water and setting it out all night. Keep that in your fridge and drink it every morning throughout the month until you get to the next new moon. So that's something that's easy to do. And also set your crystals out under the moon. The only time I take this one off or any of my rings is under the full moon, and I leave them outside. But we really want to be focusing with intention under this moon. That's why we work with the moon, is not only because, we're working with the cycles of the earth, but because this is just, the energy is so tangible. And especially being in October when the veil is so thin, we've got this incredible fiery Aries full moon. It's almost like we're being given a chance to switch around our story. Is this what you want to keep, or is this what you want to change? And we're not switching it around necessarily with the mentality first. We want to get there, but Aries is about action. We want to do it. We want to show how we're going to get there. So don't be afraid of any emotions coming up. I've seen, like, Spiritual Root, like you were saying, rough week at work. There's people, like, everybody's kind of feeling it right now. I was even in line at a gas station today, and I saw this woman, like, yelling at the guy in front of me, and he was kind of fighting. And I was like, okay, we're all just feeling a little tense. But it's going around with everybody. So don't feel bad. And a lot of times we can feel the surge of all these emotions coming up and we get angry, but anger is not the real emotion we're feeling. It's just the surface emotion that's coming out from our bodies and our minds being confused about all of this turmoil going on inside. And really what we're doing is we're uprooting those unhealthy beliefs and we're moving into a more mindful and conscious choice of how we're wanting to live. So anything that's been holding you back, I guarantee you it's been coming up this week, and it's been showing you just how much it's been holding back. Could be great revelations. You could have some secrets coming out, realizing things that you had no idea you didn't even know about, and also seeing more of yourself. How you've been maybe causing your own problems in your life, how you might have been a little bit unwise in your action before. Maybe you've taken that Aries energy on yourself, rushed into something, and then realized, well, I might need to think about this a little bit more. But what you're being asked to do is not to let that failure get you down into your emotions, but really see how much you've learned and how far you've come. We're rising from the ashes this evening, okay? Under this full moon, we're really allowing that moon energy to come into us and refresh everything that we've learned. Let's drop all those lessons that we've learned, the information we don't need. We're doing a data dump. We're taking it all out. We don't need that information anymore. We're restoring, refreshing our hard drives if you want, and getting everything that's old. Let's get it out of here, and let's just keep the information that we've learned so that we can move forward and start making more progress towards those goals we want. And if we are switching our direction entirely, you're fully supported under this moon. This is a fiery, big change moon. If you're wanting to switch careers, if you are wanting to start over in your marriage and reestablish a bond, this is the time to do it. Now, this is also a great moon if you are wanting to do any fire magic. So something I'm going to recommend for ritual this evening is, I love a journal prompt. I love a journal prompt. So I want us to be journaling and thinking really just about what have I been doing to stop myself, my own way? And particularly, what have I been doing to make myself small in my mind? Where are the things that I could be getting enjoyment out of pursuing these challenges in my life, but maybe I've been too afraid to challenge myself. Maybe I've been keeping myself inside. Maybe I don't really want to go out and compete. I see it as competition for me to try. Maybe I don't like to give to myself because of some learned behavior. I don't like to see myself fulfilled. So continuously, I put myself in these small positions, or I give my power away to other people, and then I resent them, even though it's a choice that I keep consciously making, and I keep seeing these patterns in my life. Maybe we're going through those struggles. Maybe we're starting to get upset with people, and we're like, they always make me do this, they always make me do this, and we're stopping and saying, whoa, why am I always getting into this situation? What's the pattern going on here? These are the things we're thinking about tonight, and when we release them, it's not a gentle Pisces moon release. We are burning these things away, and we're using that fiery, almost rage energy to say never again. This is a turning point because we have the energy supportive of those burning aways. A couple of days ago on live, I posted a beautiful picture that I found on my Instagram feed on somebody else's account. And, I put the original poster's information because it was in my story, but it was like a woman and she was burning away. And I was just like, this is just the perfect image. This is the perfect image for the Aries full moon, because we're not doing an easy rebirth. We are doing a burning away. It's painful. We might need to cry. We might need to do something catastrophic a little bit to get it through to our minds. Whatever we need to do to make sure that energy gets through to our minds, our heads, and the very core of us, we need to do that tonight, because it is a new life and we're choosing this. We're burning into this action. We're burning into this new desire. This is consuming us, and that's why we can feel so heavy. What am I doing? What am I doing? This is the energy being given to you by the universe. This is a gift, so let's work with it. I also wanted to mention, this is a time where we're going to be seeing the bigger picture. We might be feeling like we're limited, and then we're recognizing the thought patterns where we're limiting ourselves. That's a great journal prompt. Where are we limiting ourselves? And how can we zoom out and see the bigger picture? Maybe we say, well, I can't do this because there's already a bunch of people that do this one thing I want to do. And, oh, that's so sad. Well, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. If you were given an ability and a gift, why did that happen if you're not supposed to support it and to use it? Why were you given that gift? And why do you love doing it if you're not supposed to pursue it? And do you really think that the universe would create you and not support you to do what you love and what you were meant to do? Because that's not the universe that I've come to know, and that's not what I've seen in my experience. And I'm sure everyone will tell you, you are special in your gift. So think about those things. What have we been telling ourselves? What's the story we've been saying to make ourselves so tiny and so, we'll just stay here. We're just going to do what everybody does. We're just going to stay safe. No, not anymore. Anything you want to do. If you've decided that, hey, from now on, you want to wear cat ears forever because you feel like you're half cat person, cool. Well, that's awesome. And guess what? It's starting tomorrow, the rest of your life as half cat person that wears cat ears. I don't care. This is your life. Whatever you're feeling in your heart and your soul, be true to it and listen to it. You're being given the fire right now to go with it. I know I make the most ridiculous references, but I hope you guys are understanding the heart of the message. So we might be feeling some sadness coming up and depression, and that's coming from lack and small thinking. And if we are feeling that sadness and depression, I'd like the journal prompt to be for you, where am I feeling lack? Maybe I'm feeling lack like I don't have enough money. Maybe I'm feeling like I don't have a lot of friends or support. Well, let's switch that around. That's not true. We are supported. We have to open our eyes to see. We must zoom out and see the bigger picture. Sometimes I feel lack and I zoom out and I say, I have a car to drive around. I have a wonderful home that I love. I haven't eaten all the food in my pantry. How many of you still have food in your pantry that you haven't eaten for like 3 or 4 months? Think about that. That's actually something incredible. And it actually shows us where our minds get. We get so used to having this abundance that we take it for granted. So let's start to think about all those things and really see the bigger picture, how supported we are, how gifted we are, how for our whole lives we were born into maybe a country where we were supported to get an education, to grow up and be around others and build beautiful friendships. Maybe we grew up in a family where we were supported in our mental health struggles, or maybe we didn't. And maybe now we're empowered in a position of power where we can help other people. Let's take all of those gifts and recognize them as blessings to support us in our mission and really align with that belief that as long as our human fire and vitality is there, we can create something from nothing, and we really can. It's happened a million times, it'll happen a million times more, and it can happen to you. It will happen to you if you decide that you want to do that. Absolutely. This is the energy we're channeling tonight. See the bigger picture, see the abundance, see the infinite possibilities. There's so much that's available to us. And the download that was coming to me was like, if you wanted to make a cake, but you were missing butter and you were like, well, I just don't have butter, so now I just can't make a cake. But you have some coconut oil in your pantry, and you could make a cake, but with coconut oil, but maybe it's not exactly the way you want to make the recipe. So we've reframed it in our mind that it's just not going to happen. We just can't do it. We're vegan. Now we can just never eat cake. No, there's a way. We have to open our minds, see the way. So when we're closing ourselves, why are we closing ourselves? Why are we letting ourselves believe that story? That it's not available, that it's not there for us. What is that part of us? Who is that voice? We want to pinpoint these things so we can burn them away today. And I literally do mean burn. What I would like for us to do is any of the journal prompts you've chosen, anything you've done, anything that's blocking you from your power, any negative mentalities, anything in yourself, maybe the word can't, won't, not. Maybe these are all words that have been coming into your mind. Write these down and burn them tonight. Tonight we are doing fire. We are using fire because this is what the Aries full moon is all about. We're feeling the fire. And I'm going to go back in a little bit and read the comments, guys. I'm just going to get through the bulk of what I've got written because I got a little journal that I went out on and just wrote down all my thoughts. So I just got a little bit left, but I am really feeling that truly. And in my messages, in the cards, it's all been coming out that there's so much abundance around us. And if we can recognize the limitless possibilities, it's like Spirit's giving us a moment to zoom out. A little while ago, I said it's like we're being pulled up to the top of the earth and there's that pause before we fall down and drop. We're getting a moment to see, here's all your resources. Here's everything you have available to you. Okay, now we're going to drop and you're going to go real fast and you're going to start succeeding, getting towards your goal. Go. So it's big. And that's why we're feeling so much. Just take it as a sign that it's exciting. We're at the top of the roller coaster. We're feeling that energy and it can go anywhere. We can get scared or we can be excited. So let's put it all into excitement. Let's be conscious of where we're sending that energy and let's send it into excitement. Human life force, vitality, building something from nothing, rising anew from the ashes, and understanding our power as a divine being. I literally had the message miracle garden come to me the other day. So I'm seeing like us harvesting all of these blessings. And once we get there, we're going to be truly thankful that we burned away all that doesn't fit and all that's not in alignment with this. And progress, not perfection, is another message I continue to see. And Panda wants something. Progress, not perfection, I continue to see. We really need to remember this. Having a need to be perfect is so detrimental to success. Because if we are trying to be perfect, we'll never get there. And we're going to burn ourselves out. Look at where you are today. Really look at what you have. Spend some conscious time tonight thinking about everything, all the living members of family that you have, all the family members that you have the ability to see and speak to in the physical realm, all of the friends that you have to communicate to when you're feeling bad. There's so many people that are isolated that don't have any of these things, and we take them for granted, and it's okay and it's natural because we constantly get caught up with the things we have going on in our lives and we're striving for that perfection. But let's remember that our imperfect can so many times be somebody else's ideal version of perfect that they won't even let themselves dream to. Some people won't even let themselves dream to the friendship that you have and the closeness you have with your friend. They're too scared to open up. Some people won't even let themselves dream to the position you have in your career because you were brave enough to go for that interview and you were brave enough to try. Some people are dreaming of that life. So feel so thankful for it tonight, and then set a goal this evening that scares the shit out of you, that makes you think, I'll probably never get there. Let's shoot for, shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars, but aren't there like stars that are closer? Or no, the stars are further away, so shouldn't you shoot for the stars and land on the moon? I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. Let's really be present there tonight in our gratitude, and when we are really grateful, we also get to dare to dream. Dream of the wildest thing you can possibly think of. What is it? Are you afraid to say it? That's how you know that you're in the right track. If you're scared to even tell a person in real life, write it down. Don't burn this one. Let it burn in your heart as you try and strive for it every day. You can just think about it. Bring some consciousness to it every day. That can be your first step. I'm sending so much love to you guys. And I want to go back and answer some questions. And I'm going to be pulling the reading for this evening too. My boss told me to get it right or go home. That's so mean. And you know what? When people do mean things like that, I'm sorry. I have a face that like I can't hide when I have an emotion about something. But, when someone's acting like that, let's all just remember like this person's so miserable that they feel like they have to yell at you in front of other people. That's disrespectful. If that makes that person feel good, feel sorry for them that they are so unhappy that that's how they get their jollies. I'm sorry, spiritual root. You're telling me exactly what I need to hear. Laying it down. Aw, thank you, Melanie. Maybe we've been programmed so deeply that it flourishes from time. That's very true. That's very true. I struggle so much with that too. Personally, I've had scarcity mindset just crammed into me since I was a child, and it's just been so difficult for me to release this because I don't even recognize sometimes when it's coming out. That's why we're so blessed when we have friends that are around us that can speak honestly to us. And if you have any of those people in your life, maybe you want to write down how you're thankful for them. And maybe you want to burn superficial relationships. Maybe that's something you want to burn on your list. It's superficial relationships where people are just agreeing with you and they're not telling you, hey, it's kind of your fault a little bit. I am so thankful for my friends that can tell me when I'm on my BS, because we all get on it sometimes, right? And progress, not perfection. Another thing I wanted to say about that, Phil had a lovely, amazing video the other day about us all being in a place. It's good that we recognize that we all have knowledge we can help someone else with. We really do. So when you see the opportunity to, we have to have that confidence inside of us or else we're not going to speak up. And think about somebody that said something to you. I'm sure it's happened in your life and they didn't mean to, but they actually planted a seed in you and they started you on a new passion. Think about that person. What if they didn't have the courage to say that thing? So make sure we're always feeding ourselves, nurturing our fire, stoking our fires so that when the opportunity arises, we can say it. We can say the words and do our part. We are daily working for spirit. When we go out into the world, when we go to fill our car up with gas and we run into somebody and we speak with them, these moments are what make up the magic of life. So let's be sure that we're not ignoring them. And really this evening, just take the time to love the passion, the fire of life, the everyday things. What are we going to cook for dinner? That's exciting. We can use our creativity to create a new recipe. Just rambling at this point. But I did want to show you guys. This evening, I drew one card before live that I could discuss while we were, chatting. And the card that came out, Divine Intervention. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at how beautiful this is. And all of the angels in this deck are usually very androgynous, and this is very clearly male. So we can pick up a masculine energy. Gold, of course, we get the sign of Leo, very fiery. And of course, gold is of high value. This clearly says, this is the night. If you're setting an intention, do this tonight, because you're asking for assistance. And it's like the veil is so thin, Spirit is right with you, and they're saying, tell me what you want. Tell me what you want so I can help you. Watch, I'm giving you, it's very serious, and I'm gonna give it to you. Ask me very clearly and watch it manifest. And I want you to pay attention to your ability to manifest that, because you did that. Yes, Spirit was helping out, but you did it. You asked for it and you made it happen. They're showing you your power to be an alchemist, to say something and turn it into reality. Be very mindful when asking what you would like to manifest this evening, and ensure that it's for your highest good. And when you do, and it comes back to you and you receive that miracle, I want to hear all about it in the comments. So send me an email, send me a message, send me how this divine intervention happens in your life, because it's coming. This is a big fiery moon. Oh, and I also wanted to say, if you guys do have somebody that you would like to practice sex magic with, this is an excellent night for it. And also for men, semen retention during sex magic would be very beneficial to you, as this is a life force energy moon. So look into that if you're interested. It's very powerful, and maybe it's something that you would be interested in discovering more of. Save this video. Of course, I'll send this video. I'm going to upload it in my YouTube right after. And I just wanted to say how much I love all of you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful ritual. Fire, passion, and fucking changing things around, flipping it around. That's what we're channeling tonight. Sending so much love. Bye, everybody.